Coming up next, it's a UFC heavyweight division collision. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. All right, so here he is, one of the better boxers in this division. Certainly has a well-rounded MMA skill set, but it's hard to lead the walk with anything other than the hands, which might be the best in this division.
Especially when you look at some of the highlights, right? You look at him landing that jab, and it's almost picture perfect. The jab lifts the head, the right hand follows, and guys are going to sleep.
Yeah.
I would love to be considered a boxer if I had the skills that this young man possesses. Be happy because you spent a lifetime developing it, and now it puts you on the cusp of UFC superstardom.
He looks as comfortable throwing a jab as I do, like folding a slice of pizza in half, you know? And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age. Some differences in height and reach as well. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 2 losses. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Super Sodiq Yusuff. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a boxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 242 pounds, fighting out of New York.
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner. You ready? You ready?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Oh, big knee. Oh!
Big kick lands.
Great kicks there.
He loaded up on that right hand, too. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
Oh, big roundhouse attempt, but unable to land. All right, so a good job defensively by him here as he raises the guard and prevents any damage.
Shades of James Toney. Always seeing things coming at him. He's such a great defensive fighter.
slips the punch.
That one's not in. Nice strike.
Not there. Got the single collar tie.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows. You gotta check these low leg kicks.
And both guys really throwing with authority.
Use your defense now.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Oh, pinpoint knee to the body. If you're trying to knock me out, one knee to the body, I'm done.
Every time the opponent tries to get close, he just drives that knee to the body. Great timing.
One punch.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
The right hook to the body. Oh, single collar tie here. And they separate.
Let's get busy with those hands now, man. Come on.
All right, single collar tie now.
Don't wait. Be first.
Big left hook coming, gets blocked.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Lands the right hand. Good series of punches by him there. He has been busy throughout.
He's doing a great job with the hands. He looks like a professional boxer out there.
All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Oh, combination lands. You want to talk about putting strikes together. Beautiful execution.
And every one of them are landing. He's overwhelming him with different attacks.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Oh!
He's gotten hurt here. Oh! Oh, he might be out. Trying to stay in this fight.
Nice straight punch. He ate that kick. He took that whole kick, yep.
Straight right is there. And they separate. Blocks the shot. Just misses with the straight right. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. And they separate. Tries the flying knee to no avail. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now. That uppercut landed.
Both guys landing at a pretty decent clip. Final seconds of round one. Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Breathe. Listen, that was awesome. I need more of that. I want you to go out.
All right, here we go with our next round. A lot to be happy about in that previous round. He was attacking the head at will, and until his opponent adjusts, might as well go back to it.
There was no negative to him headhunting. Most times the coach yells, don't headhunt, don't headhunt. I'm yelling headhunt if I'm his corner, because every time he's thrown, he's landing. What a punch.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up beautifully. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
And he caught the kick.
Right hand punch from the clinch. Sneaky head kick.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
And they separate.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Just out of the range with that right hand.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt. Good punch.
Back and forth we go. How about that shin? Oh, look at that jab. Snapped his head back.
His jab gets to the target so fast, it always brings his hand right back to his face.
Oh, and he lands another punch there, and you can tell at this point, he is going right at that cut on his opponent's eye.
Right at the cut on the eye, just making sure he knows that I'm going to be targeting it. Keep your hands up, and when the hands go up, he will then change the target down low, trying to find finishes.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Oh, nice slip there. Great head movement overall by this guy defensively tonight.
He does a great job of moving his head side to side and really mixing up the motion at which he moves.
All right, so nice pop there from the crowd as he finally gets the takedown. He stayed committed to the offensive wrestling, and now he has his opponent where he wants.
A sigh of relief from the people watching because they were tired of watching him flail around trying to get takedowns and get defended over and over again. Finally gets it. Now what does he do with the top control? I mean, he's cutting down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
And a nice left hand there on the inside.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
Blocks the shot.
What a tricky head kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar. Nice 1-2 there. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Oh, big elbow.
All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find your...
Oh, he's hurt.
He's got him hurt here.
He's done it. He's done it.
So fighter a little bit stunned, holding on to him now, not doing a ton, just looking to recover.
That one was going to end the fight.
Yep. Oh, straight right. Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Wow.
Oh, nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up.
Great punch.
Both of these guys going all out. High action fight here. "20 seconds to go, round 2. Oh, he has landed a high volume of strikes in this round and really hasn't let up when it comes to his aggressiveness. The striking has been on point every step of the way. Careful to not gas out, but you gotta like the output here down the stretch.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, and now he lands the knee. I'm not sure his opponent saw that coming.
He didn't see it coming because he does such a great job of just throwing. He doesn't have any tell when he's going to throw a knee.
All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
Are you ready? You ready?
Third round underway.
straight punch lands.
Well, most fighters can't keep up this type of aggression and pace, but you don't have to worry about this guy. He hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. Oh! Huge right hand! Wow! So he's sort of turtled up here, not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. He's having his way with him here. Back to his feet.
Big kick lands.
Oh, that's a good right hand. Gets the elbow up into the target. Looks like his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. Just a slip
he's
there.
hurt really bad. Oh, right in the mouth.
Oh, and that is it. Referee has seen enough, and maybe so have we. Your winner by TKO.
That was a great performance. Way to land those strikes and go and chase down the finish when you get an opportunity.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
All right, we sent it inside for the official decision. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 15 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout iron.
And there is the man of the moment, and what a moment this must be like for a professional athlete, right? I know you enjoyed the birth of your kids, right? But
yeah.
you knock out a man in a cage fight. I can't think of anything better.
I mean, there's nothing like it. You know, you don't even hear the one that lands that puts out your opponent's lights. And tonight, he